New campaign finance legislation, recently signed into law by the governor, will impact many candidates. We hope this seminar will help you to understand the changes. The primary change is that House, Senate, and mayoral candidates in smaller cities will now file campaign finance reports in the Depository bank reporting system. Instead of 4 to 5 reports being filed during a 2-year election cycle as it is now, reports will be filed monthly by the candidate's bank. Meanwhile, candidates will file deposit reports. OCPF software will combine the two reports. It will take a combined effort between OCPF, candidates, and banks to complete the transition, but we are confident that the candidates who migrate into the new system will appreciate it in the long run. Why is this an improvement? The depository system provides more frequent disclosure of activity, and the activity is disclosed by an independent third party, the bank. The depository system requires 3 entities to disclose campaign finance activity: the bank, the candidate, and OCPF. The bank itemizes expenditures, the candidate files deposit reports to disclose the contributors, and OCPF melds them together for display on the agency website. The first step is to file the D-103 form. Please take this form to your bank and ask them to agree to file reports on your behalf. When the form is complete, please file it with OCPF. If your current bank does not participate in the depository system, you can switch banks or talk to your current bank about becoming a depository bank. There's a link to a list of participating banks on the OCPF website. Due to the transition, we ask that candidates minimize their expenditures in December and January. What if my bank balance is not the same as the balance on my campaign finance report? OCPF recognizes that there will be instances where the reported balance will differ from the bank balance. This can happen for a variety of reasons. Contributor checks may be disclosed and then bounce. Bank fees may not be reported. Expenditure checks are reported but never clear the bank, and other issues. We will work with each candidate and determine whether a one-time accounting adjustment is required. Going forward, the depository system of reporting will ensure that the balance reported by the bank is totally accurate. After organizing in the depository system, depository committees begin filing deposit reports within 3 days of making a deposit. This is an image of Reporter 7, the online filing system. In this example, we will file a deposit report for a $1,000 contribution. To start, log into Reporter 7 at the OCPF homepage. Click the purple tile to create a deposit report. Enter the date of the deposit and click Create. Click the Deposit Items tab to enter the contributor information. Enter the contributor information and click Save. To file, click the Summary tab. Click the E-File button. The report is now e-filed. Reporting credit card vendor fees for online credit card contributions is different in the depository system compared to the non-depository system. In the depository system, please report the full amount of the contribution prior to the fee coming out. For example, if a donor contributes $1,000, the vendor will keep a percentage, say $20. After reporting the full $1,000 amount, click the Merchant Provider Fee function and enter the $20 fee. By doing this, your bank account will balance. Please make all campaign expenditures using the committee checking account or the committee debit card. Because the bank reports all expenditures, all of your activity should flow through the committee checking account. We also ask that you keep reimbursements to the candidate and others to a minimum. Please disclose a clear purpose for your expenditures on the memo section of the check. This is how the bank is able to report how the money is spent. The bank will file reports on your behalf by the 5th of each month. When the bank files the report, OCPF will send you an email. This gives you a chance to review the bank report for accuracy. When you use the committee debit card, the bank will not know why the money was spent. The depository system requires you to clarify the purpose of debit card expenditures. Click the red Clarify an Expenditure button on Reporter 7 to clarify purpose information. In-kind contributions and liabilities are reported once a year on the year-end report filed each January 20th. Savings accounts, including CDs, are also reported on the year-end report. Candidates may have a committee credit card in the depository system. If your campaign has a credit card, reports are due monthly to disclose how the credit card is used. In summary, candidates file deposit reports shortly after deposits are made. Expenditures are disclosed by the bank on a monthly schedule. The year-end report is due each January 20th. Late contribution reports are filed shortly before an election. If you file your deposit reports within 3 days, you've complied with the late contribution report requirements. The goal is for all candidates to submit their D-103T forms by December 31st. That will allow the bank to begin filing by February 5th. Initial reports are only required if the D-103T form is not filed by December 31st. Thank you for watching. We just presented a lot of information. Please contact OCPF with any questions about the details and know that we are available to help you through each step.